The Two Dragonoid by V3Veriza Chapter 14 Orc Lord. The night Rimuru Pog, there's a small part of the orc army approaching us. I then asked everyone to gather nearby the maple tree waiting for them. When the orcs came I asked Shizu, Yuru, and Ranga to deal with them. Meanwhile me and Cosmo is taking the clowns. I then started the conversation. What are two clowns doing with a huge army of orcs? None of your business. The small one talked in a playful manner. Ho, you're right, now get aside or else, the big one said in the same set of tone but more menacing. But that doesn't mean anything to us. But you guys are invading our place, of course I'm not going to let you do as you please. Then, he sent a kick at me. Die, however, not so easy, Cosmo said, blocking his kick with his leg. Ho, interesting, so you're strong, he then jumped back. That's my line. Sigh, this kid is everything. I then roll between them. Let me say this again, leave now, and what if we don't? The girl talked still with a playful tone but more mocking. I then manipulate my speed to be really fast and slammed into her. She then got flung quite far, but even more painful. The other clowns wanted to fight back but his allies seems more important, so he just left us. But, other problem arose. Wow, what was that? That's really fast. I didn't know slime can be that fast. You're even more interesting. Really? Yes. Let's play tag. Maybe later. There's still the orcs. I looked around. Ranga, Shizu, and Yuru did a great job. They only make those orc unconscious, although it is a bit of a struggle considering their numbers. Ah, you're right. I'm going to go kill their leader and we can play tag. He's about to fly but I stopped him. No, wait, I'm going to do something about him. And why should I let you? If you don't, I'm not going to play tag with you. Fine. He sounded very defeated. Fufu, too easy. You haven't changed even after around 300 years. Milam is even longer. Anyway, let's set that aside. We then walked back to the others and told them that I will deal with the orc lord, but surprisingly the dryad came to visit us. Well, interesting, if it isn't the dryad herself. We appreciate you coming here, the eldest chaos bringer. May I, trainee, the representative of the Jura Forest, asked you to deal with the orc lord? No, may I ask the reason? That slime right there will deal with it? He pointed at me with an annoyed look. Well, sorry for taking your toy. I see, if that's your decision I won't complain. She then turned to me. May I ask, how are you going to deal with it? Don't worry about it, he's easy to deal with, but before that can I ask something only you dryads can do? And what is it? Can you bring at least one person from every village in the Jura Forest? Preferably the leader. My request makes everyone here confused while Cosmo had an interested looks. What are you going to with all those people? Well, I'm thinking of making an alliance between all race on this forest, so I'm thinking about doing everything at once. Everyone's confusion now changed into shock, but instead trainee smiled. So can you assure us that you'll make a peace in the forest? Well, yeah, that's one of the point. I see, then I shall agree in bringing them. Thanks, preferably they're already gathered here when I'm done with the orcs. Then I shall start gathering them now. She then disappeared by the plants coming out from the ground. Alright then everyone, I'm going to go now. Hey Cosmo, wanna come? Yeah, I'm quite interested. Then try to catch up. Before he replied I already dashing between the tree. I can see that Cosmo is flying above me. Wait up, that's not fair. Sorry, but that's how it works around here. Before long we arrived in the rear of the army where 3 clowns, Bird Boy, the orc lord and his general are. The 2 clowns warned the other about us. I moved beside them to give them a little shock. Seeing me doing that, he also waited in the sky. Hey, sometimes I'm childish. Anyway, let's begin. Why are you too scared of me? I'm just a slime. This makes everyone shocked beyond what I imagined, but it's fun anyway. The bird boy is yelling at me, which I ignored while the 3 clowns are running away when no one paid attention at them. But of course that is futile since Cosmo seeing everything and nothing can escape me. Greater than, hey Cosmo, wanna play? Less than greater than, what is it? Less than greater than, you can play with those 3 clowns but don't kill them. If you have enough fun just let them escape. Less than. Greater than, okay. Less than, he rushed at those 3 and who knows what he's doing at them. Anyway, I'm putting back my attention to the bird boy and he's still yelling nonsense. So I just give him the same treatment as the pink clown. He got flung onto the orc lord but he's already dead by such simple attack, weakling. The orc lord then eaten the bird boy and he's evolving. I'm the orc disaster Geld, I will devour everything. Not on my watch, hey orc disaster. How about you stop this and I will spare you. Don't joke around, marionette dance. He sends a barrage of magic bullet but those are so weak I didn't bother dodging. I tried the same tactics as Rimuru, and that is to eat him using the slime body. When he's inside me he's trying so hard to break free so I started the conversation. Like I said, surrender and I will spare you, maybe even save all of you from starvation. No, I have done many sins and make my brethren suffer, I'm not worth as their leader anymore. I can cleanse your sin as well as your brethren's sin you know. If you're gone who'll lead them? He then think about it, you're a great beings despite your race. I will take that as a compliment so what's your answer? Please save us, greater than the best of the best you know what to do less than. Less than easy task, kya, master, greater than every orc regained their sanity and started contemplating what they did. Thank you great one for saving all of us, Geld kneeled then followed by the others one by one. I'm getting shy now, I don't miss this feeling at all. I've been treating the dragon worshippers normally since they're already close to me but this is an entirely new group with hundreds of thousands individual. Thankfully Trainee appeared. Lord Rimuru I've done my task and it seems you too done dealing with them. Yeah, anyway I'm going to visit the leaders and you are coming with me Geld. Understood. Trainee come with us, also do you have a subordinate? If yes please tell them to gather food for the young orcs or just the one that are struggling. I will ask my sisters to do so. Well then, let's go to the big meeting. The alliance after the issue of Orc Lord solved its time for the Jura Forest alliance. Rimuru Pav I'm walking back to the others with Trainee and Geld or the Orc Lord since he's now nameless because the death of the bird boy. However I can see that Gazel is coming here with a team riding flying horse. Hey you two go first, I'm going to greet our guest. Understood. I copied Veldora wings and now I'm a ball with dragon wings laughing face. Those two a bit shocked but just ignored it and think of it just another one of my mysteriousness. Flying leaving those two I started making my way to them. Hav ends. Back at the ogre village. Every tribe leader from Jura Forest is present here. The lizardmen, rabbitmen, goblins, and many more. Here we see Yuru on top of Ranga's head. Hey Ranga, what do we do here? Yuru asked Ranga looking at many different kinds of people there. Let's just watch and wait for Master to come back, Ranga says while laying down relaxed. I guess yeah, where's Shizu? Probably with the dryads trying to manage all this people. Shouldn't we help them? How? He tilted his head making her fell. Plops a small slime bounced. You can become big right? But she didn't mind the fall. Oh. He jumped and wagging his tail full of excitement. He turned into his original size and put Yuru back on his head and started walking to everyone. Shizu Pav why are these monsters so hard-headed? These guys are harder to manage than those kids and that's a feat to achieve. What are the dryads doing? Oi Shizu, I can hear Yuru yelling. Yuru. And Ranga are you really that big? However these guys seems to be terrified. Ah they wanted to help, thanks you two let's play along. Oh Yuru what are you doing here? I'm just wondering what makes you taking a long time. Oh you know the usual, I look at those guys behind me, the weakling keep complaining. What? How dare they waste our time? She yelled Fufu, you lovable little slime what a good acting. I'm going to tell Rimuru later. Well they're about to faint anytime now so let's stop Reese before I need to do unnecessary things. It's fine Yuru you can go ahead, are you sure? Yeah, okay. It's all going smoothly afterwards. Somewhere in the sky Rimuru is flying calmly towards Gazel and the others. It's been a while since I'm flying this relaxed, can't wait to turn back into human. After a while he found them and flew beside them, finally the king himself showed up. Ha 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 Rimuru what a scary wings you got here. Heh I found it somewhere, it's not that good. As Rimuru says that, a dragon got stabbed mentally. Well let's get down to business shall we? Very well, so about the Orc Lord, what are you going to do about it? Gazel asked the main topic. Oh don't worry about it, I have taken care of it, Rimuru replied nonchalantly. You do? He asked in disbelief. Yeah we are about to have a meeting for the aftermath? May I join this meeting as well? It would be preferable if you joined. They then flew to where everyone been waiting the time for meeting. Everyone now in the room for meeting. The dryads, those from Dwargon, every tribe leader of Jura, Rimuru and the others, Rigard, Raiko, and Kaijin. Where's Cosmo? Is he still not done? Less than yes, greater than, I guess those clowns are a good toy. Changing his thoughts, Rimuru started the meeting. All right, now that everyone's here, let's start this meeting. Some are annoyed that a slime is the one leading the meeting but didn't dare to complain because of the orc lord and dryads beside him. Firstly, the culprit is already dead, so there's no need to pointing fingers anymore. Although Dirt Boy's still there, but he won't be able to do anything. Moreover, the true mastermind are from Father's Simp. May I ask whose the culprit is? The leader of the lizard men asked. A Majin named Gelmund. He tried to create a new demon lord by using the orcs. The former Geld chuckled a bit. So I was just a tool for him, but it's my fault anyway for believing him. Rimuru retorts by putting the second's point, not really considering your situation, and that's bring us to the second point, and that is the orcs at fault? I want to hear everyone's opinions. They think for a bit before giving a reply. If what you said is true, that the culprit is already dead, then I won't hold any resentment towards the orcs. Moreover, they haven't reached our land, so there's no need to hate the orcs. Agreed. All people present agreeing, which makes Geld relieved. Let's move on to the third topic, which is what are the orcs going to do now? He looked at Geld. I don't know. Our territory is unlivable, that's the reason me and our brethren come here anyway. All right, then I have a proposal, Rimuru said while jumping. Everyone now looking at him confused, with only Gazel and Trainee who smiled knowing what he's going to do. Then how about making an alliance between all residents of the Jura Forest where? He then goes on saying what race can do what to help in the alliance, and that's all. Of course this makes everyone thinks about it and agreeing. Then it meant duh. Before Rimuru finished his sentence, there's a few objections. Wait. What if our deities not approved this? One of the leader asked. And who'll be the leader? With one other following along. Thankfully there's the dryads to give them answers. Our guardian deities surely would approve it, Triss starting it. And even if our lord didn't give his approval, Lord Rimuru here probably able to negotiate it, with Tria followed along. So then we as the representative of the forest chosen Lord Rimuru to be the chancellor, and Trainee finish it off by the three of them kneeled towards Rimuru. This followed by Geld, the leader of lizard men, elves, ogres, and a few other. Although there seems to be a few still didn't do so. Of course Gazel the only exception since he's only a guest. What? Is he really going to be the chancellor? Isn't it better if it's the dryads? Yeah. Hearing this Rimuru chuckled. What is it you all don't like from me, and what do I need to show for to gain your trust? Without hearing their answer he continued. Power. Then I shall name all people who kneeled here with the exception of the dryad, demi-humans and those already named. Geld, Abaru and Gabiru, Akamaru Benamaru and Shuna, Usaran, Torian, and Heberon. This shocked everyone present, but he still continued. Leadership. I already tell you what race can do to help the alliance, so that should be enough. Gazel in the background nodded in agreement. And if your reasons for not liking me is because I'm a slime, then you're not allowed to join the alliance unless you have fixed your way of seeing the world. And he's finally done. After he's done, everyone is taken aback, especially those who didn't kneel. They looked at each other for a second before immediately goes on the floor together saying, we are very sorry. But Rimuru just ignored them. You all may do whatever you want, whether it is immediately helping each other or just managing your people first, I don't care. He started rolling outside. However, I don't tolerate slacker. He stopped, and being the most intimidating a slime can look before started rolling again. The meeting is dismissed. After Rimuru left, everyone thought of the same thing. Scary.